Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to the final Bradford City episode, simply because FIFA 15 right around the corner. I'm about to get my new career mode going, and we need to wrap it all up. After over 50 episodes of the Bradford City Road to Glory career mode, we are done with it. We are going to be simulating all the way until the end, until I probably inevitably get fired, or we are just going to simulate and see what happens. We've still got a relatively decent team, but we all know simulating in FIFA 14, for some reason, it's so terrible. Your assistant coach is such a dimwit. But anyway, we are simulating the rest of this season. We finished fifth at the. We were fifth in January when we started simulating. We finished 11th in our first season. I mean, we could have been playing in Europe. It's ridiculous. But our assistant coach is so utterly terrible that we have somehow finished 11th. Chelsea won the league. Liverpool a point off, and West Brom, Cardiff, and Crystal Palace were the teams that were relegated in the end. So that was the result for the first, or the third season technically, or the first season that I simulated to the end. This is the squad report right at the end, of course. And don't forget as well, when you simulate, players do not grow at all. It's stupid. But I mean, it's really, I think it's got a big part of it is because you need to play them, and you need to play well with them. You need to get them good ratings, and that's a big part of, you know, players' development, if they grow quick and stuff like that. But there was still a few players like Scott Collins, who is a younger goalkeeper who grew by about 4 or 5 last season, did not grow at all, which was astonishing. But still, that is just how it is. And there were multiple other players that did not grow. But still, now we were starting our 4th season in the Premier League after, you know, we were 5th in January. We finished 11th. I don't know how that happens. That's a majority of games that we've lost. We've got a bunch of players back on pre-contracts as well, and we got 16.5 million worth of transfer money. It's ridiculous, and this was my strongest team at the time. As soon as we got those pre-contract players back, Rodriguez at left back, Sainsbury the new centre back, Lansbury and Forrest right mid and centre mid, and now we've got Armstrong, Danny Pacheco, and the striker, of course, Macaulay Cruciantis. That was a really decent and good-looking team. It really is a really good team, and we've got plenty of depth in there as well. We've got Jay Rodriguez in there as well, Carlos Pinto as well, and, you know, apart from that, now we're getting down to the sort of scraping the barrel. We don't have a lot of 70-rated players in our reserves, to be honest. I don't think we have any apart from Paulo Hurtado. That's about it, yeah. But everyone else is decently rated. That's a decent enough team. We just need a really good goalkeeper, and that was why I made it a bit of a priority of mine to try to sign a new goalkeeper. And Bernd Leno was the one player that I was really looking at. I was also looking at Matteo Perrin and Ter Stegen, I believe. But in the end, we ended up going for Bernd Leno, and we ended up having to pay like 5 million more than what he was valued, and about 40,000 or something, whatever, more wage. But in the end, we got a quality goalkeeper. He ended up being around about low 80s. We'll find out in a second. He ended up being, and as you can see there, we are a 4-star team, which is a massive improvement on what we were at the start of this series. But we now have an 81 rated goalkeeper. We have 2 players 80 plus rated, a lot of mid 70s to high 70 rated players. We had a good, strong starting 11. That's at least, you know, a bad season considered at least mid-table or lower mid-table. So at the time, I really had nothing to worry about. We had a really strong team, and I actually, yes, got an offer from Australia to coach internationally. But again, like I said, I mean, we're just simulating. I won't even worry about it. But I continued to advance on through, and as you all know, again, we just don't seem to do well when simulating. You'll find out soon enough, because we are really, it's just insane. If I were to play all these games with that team, especially considering how well I was going before, I would not be in this current position. And by the way, we actually played Man City twice in 3 games, in 3 Bradford City games. And as well as that, not only were we in a bad position on the ladder, we had 3 of our best players injured. Leno has already grown by 1. Yedlin didn't grow at all. Lansbury hasn't grown at all. They've all picked up injuries. So 3 of my better players, it was insane. And we had gone from being 5th at this point last season, and now we have a better team. We're 19th. Fucking explain that to me, FIFA 14. It's stupid. Even with those injuries, it was insane. It was unbelievable. But again, I had to continue simulating, and finishing 19th, if I were to get the club relegated, if I would even last that long toward the end of the season, if we got relegated, then that's it. I have absolutely no hope of staying, because there's no loyalty. I mean, apart from the fact that I've got Bradford City all the way from League One to the Premier League. But no, we thankfully did not finish in relegation. We finished 17th on 30 points. After 38 games, we only finished with 30 points. So I was not going to get sacked immediately for relegation. But we had to wait and see toward the end of the season what the board was going to say. Because at this moment in time, the requirements that they set out for me was stuff like try to finish in a mid-table to a European position playing spot on the table. So I had obviously not achieved anywhere near that by simulating, or at least my assistant coach hadn't. And wouldn't you know it, that was it. That was the end of my Bradford City journey. I mean, that was it. I mean, we simulated 1.5 seasons, and we went from being the shit-hot Bradford City that you all know and love to being woeful. My assistant coach is a down. I don't know what the hell happened, but I can't believe, like, it's ridiculous. I've been terminated. The club I've been with for 4 seasons, taken from League One. We have a poor season. We don't even get relegated, and they sack me. There is no loyalty in football. I mean, fuck it all. I mean, everyone's going to stab you in the back. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. Fuck all this shit. It's ridiculous. But still, I'm done. We had to put an end to this. The Bradford City career mode is finished. It's in the books. But guys, there's more to come in FIFA 15. So watch this space. I'm your host, Game of the MasterBucks. Peace out. Bye-bye.